So for the last week, I've been targeting dairy, and I thought I was completely justified in doing so. It seemed to me it was an industry built on the rape, murder, and abuse of a loving, sentient being that just wanted to produce milk for her baby, and had that milk stolen by humans. But I want to go on the record as admitting that I was wrong. I was lucky enough to have a few kind-hearted dairy farmers enlighten me and show me that this is truly an industry built on love. Love for animals. And while I'm home cozily staring into the mirror, admiring my vegan awesomeness, they're out there truly loving these animals. So, at first I was skeptical, but now I want to present you with the facts that convince me. First of all, nature's just plain shitty at its job. You have no idea what kind of torment it is for a cow to have sex with a bull. When's the last time you had sex with a bull? So you don't know. Well, according to dairy farmers, nature made this process so awful that they decided that they would lovingly step in and forcefully, but lovingly, inseminate the cows at what they don't call the rape rack. Now, why would they do this? Why would the farmer want to get the cow pregnant? And we might assume it's being done for profit, but we'd be wrong. It's from love. It's from the love of cows. They're very fearful, as dairy farmers will tell you, that cows might go extinct if they didn't do this. They often point out, how often do you see a cow out in the wild? Not very often. Thus, they're more conservationists, and someday dairy will probably even be a non-profit industry. But it can be expensive for them to love cows. And so what they do is they make the female cow into sort of a milk slave. Now, you're probably thinking, slave sounds like a bad term, but don't worry. Dairy farmers are the good kind of slave masters. They're very loving about the slavery that they force on the cows. They even occasionally give the cows breaks. If you think about it, when the cow goes to the not rape rack, and they get to sit there with a farmer's hand up their ass, grabbing their sex organs, sounds pretty relaxing, like a day at the spa for a cow. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Don't they kill all the baby cows after they're born? And if it's a male cow, yes, they will kill him. But it's more of a mercy killing. See, what you don't know is that mother cows are clumsy as fuck. And so there's a chance that that mother cow may step on her baby and kill him. And yeah, it's a 1 in a million chance, but imagine just how awful it would be for a mother cow to have to live with the fact that she had stepped on her baby and killed him. And so the dairy farmers lovingly come in and are willing to take that on themselves. They're willing to take the murder or the mercy killing of that baby on their own shoulders to protect the mother from what might happen. And they don't even make that much of a profit selling the body of that cow later on. So as dairy farmers like Lindsay Rux of Florida would say, it's not murder if you call it a family tradition. Just don't think about the killing part, and then all that's left is love. Rape, abuse, and enslavement. But mostly love. Now usually when a mother cow has her baby, they're taken away the instant that they're born. And you might think that that sounds cruel, but it's actually done because the farmers don't want to burden that mother, who really just wants to devote herself to producing milk to help out with the cost of being loved. So they take the baby away so that they can hand nurse it instead of making the mom deal with all that. And as Krista from the Dairy Farmer's Wife's website would tell you, she's proud to have her kids be a part of this process as they take the baby away from her mother and they scream out for each other and desperately try to get back to each other. She has her children see just how lovingly they can take that baby to a barn and try to hand feed him or her instead of letting the mother deal with that. And it's not like mothers in the wild care about their babies or desperately would do anything to protect them or be with them. Yes, she proudly raises her kids to think that this is okay because it's just a cow they love. Fun fact that I'm making up, most cows in the wild are actually put up for adoption or aborted, so this is way more loving. Another thing you might ask is, don't they kill the dairy cow after a few years when she's all used up? And the answer is yes. And it might be hard to figure out how this can fit into the whole scheme of farmers loving their cows, but it's actually pretty easy if you give it some thought. Imagine the psychological toll that it would take on that cow, knowing that she can no longer contribute to the cost of being loved. She would be tormented by this, and so it's really more of a mercy killing to allow that mother to escape all the guilt of being loved without being able to contribute. So hopefully I've atoned myself for all my accusations that I've made against the dairy industry. And if you're wondering why I mentioned 2 female dairy farmers by name, it's because I want to try to destroy the myth that there's anything anti-feminist about supporting milk or being a dairy farmer. Think about it. What's more empowering than doing to female cows what men have been doing to women for years? Taking away the reproductive rights and sexually dominating all female cows and claiming it's okay because you're superior to them. Now that's fucking empowering. Dairy truly is an industry built on love, and love sometimes hurts and enslaves, rapes, murders, and abuses. Love's a funny thing.